Hey, sixth grade. I'm here doing a flipped classroom for you. This will be the first one of the year. I know you can't see my head. Just pretend I don't know, a secret agent, and I can't let you know who I am. But anyway, I'm here to teach you some long division. Now you might be thinking, oh, we learned this in elementary school. Why are we going over it again? Well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, you guys are all coming from different elementary schools. You might have had people teach you division different ways. But as we move into learning about decimals, I really want you to just learn the algorithm for long division, because once we put decimals in, some of your algorithms that you learned in elementary school might not work anymore or might confuse you. So this is a nice, easy way that we can all be on the same page, and you'll see how it applies to decimals a little later on. So here we go. I call this the divide family. And so the way I remember it is dad divides, mom multiplies, sister subtracts, and brother brings down. Okay. So like I said, this might not be super new for you all, but bear with me. So let's just say we have a problem like 132 divided by 6. Okay, so here is our dividend, here is our divisor, and we will put the dividend in the house, in the den, depending on what you may have learned. So we're going to have 132 here and 6 here. So let's go through our divide family. So dad divides. So first thing we want to do is see how many times can 6 go into the hundreds place. Now, 6 can't go into 1, so we're going to move over to the tens place. How many times can 6 go into 13? It can go in 2 times. So we want to keep track of our place values. So if we were seeing how many times 6 could go into 13, we put that 2 times above the tens place there. And from here, we just did dad divides. Next, mom multiplies. So 2 times 6. What does this give us? 12. So I'm going to put it right down here. After mom does the multiplication, sister comes in. She subtracts. 13 minus 12, 1. And lastly, brother brings down the next place value, 12. And then we just repeat. And we ask ourselves, how many times does 6 go into 12 again? Because dad's dividing, it goes in 2 times. And then we can multiply this through, but hopefully you recognize that it went into 12 evenly. So we have no remainder. And what we're going to get into this week, into next week, is what happens with remainders. We're now in middle school. We are no longer going to use this R. You know, we've talked about fractions already, but our decimal number system allows us to add additional place values. So I'm going to give you one more example problem, and I'm going to show you a number here that would have a remainder to get you thinking what we could possibly do to continue the divide family if we have a remainder. So let's take a look at another one. Let's take a look at 455 divided by 8. All right, and we're going to be going up to 2-digit numbers. You can do 3-digit numbers this way, but for now, just for this video, I'm going to keep it nice and easy. So again, our dividend 455 goes in the den, and then our divisor, thing we're grouping it into or sharing it with, would be 8. And so we ask ourselves, can 8 go into 4? No, it can't. So we're going to go over and look at 45. How many times does 8 go into 45? Again, this is dad doing this division. I'm a dad, I tell dad jokes, so you can think of me being the divider here. 8 goes into 45. Hopefully you know this 5 times. And if you struggle with your multiplication facts, it's going to kind of be a hindrance here. But we'll work on those this year, and hopefully we can figure that out, get a little better. So after dad divides, mom multiplies. 5 times 8 is 40. Now remember, this isn't actually 40. This is representing 400, just because of our place values. But 45 minus 40 gives us 5, so that's the sister subtracting. After sister subtracts, we go to brother bring down. Bring down this 5. Now how many times can 8 go into 55? Well, I know 8 times 7 is 56, so I don't have 56 here, so it's got to be 6 then. So 8 goes into 55 6 times. Mom multiplies again. 6 times 8 is 48. We subtract, and we have this 7 here. As you've learned in the past, that would be remainder 7. We don't do that anymore. With our fractions, what we would do is, as we did this past week, we would just say we have 7/8 left over. We have 7 being split by 8, broken up into 8. So we put 7/8. Now, as we go into decimals, we need to remember there's always an invisible decimal at the end of every whole number. So every whole number has a decimal there. We just don't write it. That's just showing us that this is the ones place. So what we can actually do in math is if I put additional zeros here, have I changed this value at all? No, I still have 455. But what this does now, it allows me to keep bringing down zeros and continuing the divide family. So I hope this is a good little reminder for some of you. Others of you, maybe you didn't use this long division method, but this is why it's so helpful, because once we get to decimals, it allows us to add these decimal places and keep going. And what we would do is we would also put the decimal point right up here in our quotient. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful, and we'll be practicing in class. Thanks for watching.